shall we start this webinar?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So, greetings everyone, and welcome back to the pre-event webinar for Trade Pulse. I'm Yashwini Bansal, Joint Secretary of the Quant Club IIT BHU, and I'm thrilled to have you all join us once again. I hope you found yesterday's workshop enriching and informative. For those who couldn't make it yesterday, don't worry. A recording of the session will be shared shortly so you can catch up on anything that you missed. Today, we are privileged to have Mr. Rishabh Kashyap from AlgoBulls. AlgoBulls is an AI-backed algorithmic trading platform offering intuitive tools and cutting-edge technology to empower traders and coders of all stripes. Mr. Rishabh will be explaining the features of the platform and the details of the competition. With no further delay, I invite him to guide us through this webinar. Over to you, Mr. Rishabh.
Thank you, Yashwini. Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to AlgoBulls Conquest pre-event webinar. So, like Yashwini said, I'm Rishabh, product manager at AlgoBulls, and I'm genuinely excited to have each one of you with us today. So, what lies ahead is nothing short of an exhilarating journey, and this webinar marks just the beginning of that journey for you. So, first and foremost, a very big thank you for bringing your enthusiasm and curiosity to Conquest. Uh, it really doesn't matter if you're an experienced trader or if you're taking your first step into the world of algorithmic trading. This competition will be very fruitful to you in many ways. So, talking about AlgoBulls, it is the top algorithmic trading company with no code as well as full code capabilities. And we have a strong presence in India, serving over 50,000 clients in just 3 years. So basically, we created India's first algo trading marketplace for retail traders. At our core, we are creators of the groundbreaking product called Python Build, which basically you'll be using for this competition. And Python Build caters the algorithmic trading needs of the largest spectrum of users, whether it is corporate giants or individual traders, hedge funds, anyone. We have flexible algorithmic trading solutions for all. So before we delve into the details, let me share why Conquest holds a special place in our hearts. So Conquest isn't just a competition, it's basically a doorway to test your trading prowess. You can learn from the best and you basically can thrive in the realm of algorithmic trading. Over the upcoming days, you'll unlock the potential of algorithmic trading and it will help you reshape how people invest and trade in financial markets. So, like like you have seen the platform or heard of AlgoBulls. So we at AlgoBulls are committed to making trading accessible to everyone, and Conquest basically embodies that commitment. Now, this event is your chance to grasp and apply algorithmic trading strategies, compete with peers, and unleash your trading capabilities. But the best part of this competition is that it's not just about the competition. This is about building a community of like minded spirits who are passionate about trading and technology. So, the journey and this opportunity to learn, grow, and connect with other traders in our community, like the community link that has been shared with you, the community we are creating for all the budding traders and expert traders, which is named Algo Trading Ninjas. This is basically your exclusive space where your trading education can thrive long after Conquest concludes. So, to make this competition experience even more enriching for you, we have two workshops that were lined for you. The first that already was held on 26th February by Mr. Rajiv Phadke, who provided insights into the stock market and diverse trading strategies. So, in case you missed that workshop, you don't have to worry about it. The link for YouTube recording would be shared with you very soon on the channel Quant Quest for IIT BHU. Make sure you join it with the right link. I am seeing you. a lot of folks are joining through alternate means. So I'll explain about that in a while, why that wouldn't be the right way to do it. But moving ahead, our second workshop will be lined up for you, and it will focus on empowering you to code your own algo trading strategies from scratch. This workshop will be conducted by Mr. Akhil Jain, who is the lead developer at AlgoBulls. So mark your calendars for February 29th at 9 p.m. Your attendance is highly encouraged to make the most of this learning opportunity. Okay. And we are very much confident that by the end of this webinar and the workshops and the competitions, you will feel very much prepared to dive into the world of algorithmic trading in live markets. Now, we are talking a lot about algorithmic trading, but what exactly is algorithmic trading? A lot of you might be aware of it, few of you might not be. So, algorithmic trading, often called algo trading, involves executing orders using automated and pre-programmed instructions. And it's not just the automations, it's basically the precision that counts. These algorithms can analyze vast amount of data and execute trades in like milliseconds. So basically a trading superpower. Uh, Algorithmic trading opens doors for traders of all types, whether you are a day trader, a swing trader, or a long-term investor. It doesn't matter. Anyone can offer algorithmic trading and earn profits. So from simple moving average crossovers to complex machine learning models, these algorithms follow diverse strategies. And the beauty of algo trading lies in its rule-based approach. Now, what rule-based approach is, it is devoid of any human emotions. Any decision that you make are predefined criteria. So this eliminates any error and it ensures that there's a consistent strategy execution. At present, in India, over 100 million DMAT accounts exist, and approximately 50% of total orders at NSE and BSE are algo trades on the client side. So that basically shows us how uh, actively users are opting for algorithmic trading now in India. Although in the US, over 80% of the trades are executed via algorithms. So that is a huge number. And you can easily imagine the potential it has with upcoming AI and machine learning. So imagine the potential if you understand even the basics of algorithmic trading during your college days. This could significantly boost your career. Okay. So now let's proceed towards understanding Quant Quest. And there's a lot of intricacies to be followed here. We need to see the timeline, we need to see the rules. So I'll quickly show you what the timeline is. So, like I said, you have your coding round starting from 28th February, that is in about 2 hours, and it be ending on 6th March. So, this is the first round of your coding. There are two rounds basically. The second round would be a presentation round, the details of which would be shared with you. Results for the first round would be shared with you on 7th of March, and depending on that, your team or you as an individual would be participating in the second round. Okay. So now what are the rules of the competition? So participants can join the competition as a solo or in a team of maximum 3 members. Okay. Ensure to use the dedicated algorithm AlgoBulls platform for the entire competition. Make sure you uh, don't use any other platform and don't trade there because you won't be able to showcase the strategy that you're creating. When you are registering for the competition, make sure that your registration name is in the format as shown here, which should be name dash your team name dash your organizing institute name. So, for example, if your name is Aman Verma, you are from, let's say, Rising Raider and the hosting institute, you're from IIT BHU, the name should be Aman Verma, Rising Raider, and IIT BHU. Okay. In case you fail to keep your name that way, the execution will not be considered for the leaderboard. So I'll also show you in a while, in case you make an error, how you can rectify that. Okay. So upon registration, each participant will receive our starter Python build plan, which will be activated in the portal on their own. In case it does not activate on its own, of course, I'll show you how to activate it manually. So you don't have to worry on that too. Feel free to explore and learn using the platform before the competition officially kicks off. Okay. Now, how does the competition work? So all the participants, every one of you, can choose to create your strategies using our ready-made templates. You can code your strategies from scratch, or you can even leverage our Gen AI feature, which of course is recommended for those with a paid key for OpenAI. Remember, creativity is a key here. You can craft your strategies for Indian markets in the equity or FNO segments, or US markets in the equity segment. So it really doesn't matter if you are using our template, if you are using AI, or if you are coding from scratch. As long as you can make that strategy your own and you can justify the changes that you're doing to the strategy is well effective and can give you best returns. So each participant or team basically would receive a virtual fund of rupees 100 crores for the Indian market and $1 billion for the US market. Now, this entire amount will be available for every backtest. So it's not like this is your single fund. It will be replenished on every execution. So you have the option to optimize your funds at every time you optimize your strategy and rerun it. So make sure your virtual fund is optimized and maximized for its returns. Okay. The highlight and the major role here is that all the participants would be backtesting their strategies from 1st of January 2023 to 30th of June 2023. So this is the exact period that you need to follow. The period cannot change at any cost. All your execution should be from 1st January 2023 to 30th June 2023. Optimize your lot size and other parameters depending on this backtesting range. The team with the highest gross ROI in a single run will be at a higher position on the leaderboard. Okay. In case there's a tie between two teams on the leaderboard, average hit ratio for that strategy shall be placed at a higher position. Any kind of hard coding for parameters like date, quantity will not be permitted. Make sure you don't hard code things. If you are adding a logic there, of course, that is well appreciated, but no hard coding for better returns would be considered there. You'll be given warnings if there are hard codings, and with continuous use of hard codings, your strategy will be disqualified. So make sure you keep these pointers in mind. Okay. Now, now that the rules are clear with you, I would now like to show you what the platform basically is and how you can start trading on the platform, how you can start creating your strategies, and what is the exact step-by-step process that you need to follow. Okay. So this is the competition site that you might be aware of. The link would be shared with you on Unstop also, and otherwise also the host would be sharing the link with you. If not, please remember competition.algobulls.com is the link where you have to go and create your strategies. So I'll be showing you the step-by-step process. Whatever I do here is what you have to do, and you don't have to do anything extra other than optimizing your strategies and generating returns. So when you reach competition.algobulls.com, this is the screen that you will be seeing. This is the splash screen that we say. You have the login button here, welcome guest. When you click this, you'll be asked to sign. If you are not already signed in, you can sign up. While signing up, you have to give your name, email address, mobile number, and agree to the terms and condition. If you have already signed up, this is the screen that will appear in front of you, which is a login. Once you log in, you are redirected to the splash screen. Now, the splash screen has three different ways for creating a strategy. First is create using AI. Second is explore our ready templates and modify them accordingly. And third is code from scratch. Ideally, code from scratch is the most recommended way to go ahead because this shows your creativity at its best. But in case you are just a beginner, I'll be showing you a demo at a beginner friendly level. So for anyone, even a beginner or expert, it doesn't matter what process you use. Any expert can also use this process. So for this demo, I'll be showing you a ready template. So this is the list of templates that we have in our arsenal. There are close to 25 templates that we have. You can choose any of these templates randomly to understand and create the strategies. So for this demo, I'll randomly choose, um let's say volatility trend ATR, or let's say options triangle. I'll choose. Okay, the first. Now this is the code editor that we have. The best part of our platform is that you get the entire code in less than 100 lines. If you can see here, this is 82 lines of code. All the heavy liftings are done by our platform at backend. So we only allow users to code the necessary information and then trade on the ideas that they have. This, along with this code editor, we give a sample data here to show you what are the options that you have in your arsenal to optimize your strategies, analyze them, and then generate the best revenue. So these are the metrics that are available to you: the total returns, Sharpie, Sortino, volatility, and more. So total returns is the value that's gonna be treated as a trademark. We'll be focusing on total returns that you generate for every execution that you do. And this will basically place you on top of the leaderboard for the round one. To analyze and optimize your strategies, you have different charts, you have other datas, you have heat maps, and to further dig deeper into the strategy code and execution, you have the logs available here. The timeline is available, at what time, what orders are being placed. You can debug the code. If there are any errors in your code, you can check the runtime error and it will show you what errors are there in your code. If there are no errors, your execution would be done properly. You can further check the P&L table to analyze what all issues you have and how the trades are being placed. When your order is entering, when your order is exiting, every analysis can be done from here. Now, the step to be followed here is first you have to verify whether you have the starter Python build plan active or not. It should be written here. In case for some reason it is not active on your platform, this is a link to go on the plan details. Click on the link. This will redirect you to the pricing page. Okay. Once you are on the pricing page, you have this purchase button here. Of course, if it's not active for you, it will be purchase. You can click on it and activate the plan for free. It doesn't cost anything. Okay. Once this is activated, second part you need to be aware of is what is the name that shows here. Like I said in the rules, this shouldn't be the name that shows. In case you have written your name like this, or in case you have written your name Rishabh or Aman, make sure you go to settings here. In settings, this is the name section. Click on this, write your name, write your team name. Let's say your team name is uh, 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 Rising Leader. Okay, dash, and your institute. For me, it's AlgoBulls. This is the format that needs to be followed when you write your name. This With this, it will be easier for us to analyze what team you belong to, and it will be easier for us to place you on the leaderboard. Once you write this name, make sure you go to the bottom and submit. After submitting, when you refresh, you can see the name has changed and it appears like the format recommended. So now two things are verified, the name and the plan. With that, you can choose a strategy. The next step after choosing a strategy is to save that strategy and make it your own. At present, this strategy is a template. When you save this strategy, it will say this strategy will be added to my coded strategies. Click on continue. All the analytics and data has been wiped clean. Now this strategy is owned by you. You have the save and start button active now. Everything is ready. Now step two is to go and optimize the configurations for this strategy. Make sure you optimize the right parameters. So because it was a template, the parameters are pre-added here. You can always change these parameters. You can always optimize the configuration depending on what you want. So I already have the segment here. And this is option strategy. I have the NSE index Nifty 50. I have a candle size of 60. It's an intraday mode. All the strategy parameters are available here. So for this demo, I'm not going to change any of these configurations because these are well optimized configurations here. I'll simply save these configurations and come and click on the execute button. So this is what we call the execute modal, which is the step 3 of your process. Now the highlight of execute modal is you never have to change a single line of code if you want to backtest paper trade or live trade. No change in the code is required. You can simply switch the tab here for backtesting, paper trading, or live trading, and you can execute it as seamlessly as possible. For this competition, of course, we are using backtesting. You have the virtual fund available here. You simply have to go to uh, from and to customizations. So this is your backtesting range. I'll show you what exactly is the date you need to follow. 1st of January 2023 to 30th of June 2023. Click on OK. Optimize your lot size. For this demo, I'm giving a random lot size. If you want, you can optimize your P&L tracker. You can see what profit it desired, what is the risk you can take, and then you can accordingly execute your strategy. Of course, I'll be switching it off for now. These are the parameter configurations that you had. Everything's written here to cross verify before you execute your strategy. Once this is done, you can simply click on execute. Now, because there are 6 months of data to be analyzed here and a lot of trades are to be placed, it takes a while, let's say about 2 minutes or 3 minutes for execution. The strategy would be starting in just a few minutes. So just because you have the code there doesn't mean you understand everything. To help you understand everything about how we code and how the strategy structures are, what you need to follow when you come to Python build splash screen, you'll see an option here at the bottom. Looking to explore more of Python build, check out our doc site. Please make sure you go through this doc site wholeheartedly, because this is where you'll get all the information about our strategy structure, our strategy coding, different kind of strategies we have, different kind of indicators we use for creating strategies. So although we have a workshop on how you can create the strategy from scratch, we'll help you understand this in that workshop. It will be a very comprehensive workshop, but it's always a good suggestion to read through it before you go in the workshop so you have a better understanding and you're able to clear your doubts there. So this is the documentation we have. We have regular strategies. All the lists are available here. The list of option strategies are also available here. And how you can use the platform is also available here in the section Python build web. Okay. In case you have any doubts from this webinar, you can always read this and understand what certain things are and how they are to be done. Everything's available here, how you can set up your workspace, how you can create your strategies using AI, using templates, using code from scratch, and how you can configure and execute your strategy. Everything that I just showed you is available here. And in case there are still any doubts, of course, our community is active and you can always ask questions there. So, like you can see, this strategy is running and I am already getting returns here, which initially I did not have. If I go to the data section, you can see the logs are also available, the orders are being placed. I have the PNL with me and all the analysis are, I have certain losses, I have certain profits. The trades are continuously being placed. This is up to 8th of June 2023, and I still have a lot of time to go. So additionally, if you have an paid open AI key, you can also create your strategy using AI. Okay. And the best option is to explore our platform first, read about it, and create your own strategy. So this is the most appreciated format that you can use. Of course, that there are no hard and fast rules that you have to code your strategy from scratch. But yes, we do appreciate something creative. So if you want to code your strategy from scratch, you can simply click here. A clean and open editor will open for you, and you can start writing your code. Once you write them, verify whether they are correct or not. Check the logs, check the runtime errors, optimize them, and then backtest. Yeah. So now that the analytics, okay, so this strategy has now been executed, and I have a profit of 2623,000,000. Okay. So this is the profit I have generated with a random lot size. Of course, if you optimize the lot size, if you optimize the parameters, if you write better logics, you'll have a much better return and you will be placed better on the leaderboard. So this is how you have to create and execute your strategies. Now, before you have any more questions, I'll quickly answer a few more doubts that usually participants have. There are no hard and fast rules that you have to choose an option strategy or an equity strategy. You can choose any one of them. You can choose any of the instruments. You can trade on any stocks. It will not matter. The only thing that matters is how well your strategy is created. Do you understand your strategy or not? Whether you have optimized it anyway or you have randomly done something. As long as you understand things, as long as you have a logic behind it, and you are getting the best returns, everything works here. Okay. So this is the complete demo of the platform. I'm expecting this was very clear to you. In case it's not, of course, we have the Q&A session. You can ask your doubts about the platform here. Now, since everything is clear, we have come to the end of the platform demo. I hope this was helpful. Now, like I said initially, we have a community called Algo Trading Ninjas. The link has been shared with you previously also, but I've been seeing that there are participants who are joining via Slack Connect. So let me tell you that Slack Connect is kind of a paid feature and it won't be active for a long time. So the ideal way to join this community is through the joining link that we have. When you click on that link, you'll be redirected to the announcement channel, and then you can come to the main channel for Conquest IIT BHU. Any alternate routes will lead to uh, lower access of the Slack community. In about 10 days, you will lose access to the community if you have connected through Slack Connect, because organizations and other workspaces cannot connect on the free plan. So make sure you use the proper routes. If you want, I'll share the link with you in this chat. Uh, that is the best that can be done. And make sure you join the community because all the communications are there. All your doubts can be cleared there. Uh, for the entire period that you are using the platform, any kind of doubts related to trading, related to strategy or the platform, you can ask there. Our teams available. You will be uh, supported at every step. So make sure you are there. Okay. So now this journey is about to begin. You are going on a very exciting route of algorithmic trading, and we are genuinely very excited to have you on board. So the one thing that you guys need to remember is that this is not a journey that stops. So algorithmic trading is a world that is continuously evolving and improving. So once you are on this journey, make sure you optimize whatever opportunities you are getting, and we eagerly anticipate your participation and the growth of your learning curve. Okay. So with all these information, we will now open up for the Q&A round. Let me know if you guys have any doubt about the platform or about the competition structure. Uh, I'll recommend all your questions related to market and coding to be asked on the coding workshop day. Market questions can be asked in the community in case you missed out on the workshop. Coding questions can be asked on 29th. Platform and competition questions are welcomed, and I'm here to answer all of those. Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for this insightful webinar. To all the attendees, the floor is now open for your queries. Feel free to post your questions in the chat section. So there's one question. Out of all the strategies we create, will the one with the best ROI be considered, or will it be the cumulative sum of all our strategies?
So only the best ROI from all your strategy would be considered. Let's say you create about 10 or 15 strategies. You go and uh, optimize them. You go for a trial and error method. You have multiple strategies. And let's say the fifth strategy gives you the best return, and others have a lower return. So it doesn't matter when you get that return. Might be that the fifth strategy has given you the best return on the first day, and you rerun the fifth strategy and get a lower return. It won't matter. We'll have the data for the best return that you generated on the first day, and we'll consider that as your best ROI out of all the 10 strategies and the numerous executions that you do. Okay.
Okay, I hope that clears. Next, we have, is there any limit to how many times we can backtest?
No, there are no limits. The only limit is your patience. As long as you are patient and you are ready to optimize and generate the best returns, we don't give you any limit on backtesting numbers. You can backtest day and night for all 8 days.
Proceeding with the next question. If I want to work on two strategies simultaneously, like if I'm optimizing one strategy, but after some time I want to work on another one without deleting the previous one, can I do that?
Yes, you can definitely do that. You can have multiple strategies to work on. For uh, you can have 20 strategies at the same time. You can keep optimizing them. You can keep backtesting them. Any one of them that generates the best return will be considered. But of course, you need to make sure that you have the logic for those strategies that you're optimizing, and you are ready to back the strategy that you are creating. Uh, it shouldn't be like you just go on a trial and error method and you are not able to explain what happened there and you don't understand what happened. So make sure you have that understanding and then create as many strategies as you want.
Thanks. So next we have, what is the OHLC data interval?
So at present, it's 1 minute. So you'll be getting data at every 1 minute, 60 seconds. Okay.
So next we have, what would be the fastest way to go about the documentation that we can learn coding Python build? Is AI helpful in learning the coding part?
So AI is basically helpful. Now, there are two things here. What AI are you referring to? First, AI can be you are talking about ChatGPT to learn the coding part. Another AI could be that you are referring to our internal AI that we have for creating strategies. So if I say yes, our AI definitely can be helpful. Uh, our AI uses the same structure and it's well trained internally on our data. So yes, our AI would definitely be useful for you. The only catch here is you need to have a paid key to access the information because without paid key, you get a limited fund there to get all your prompts and doubts cleared. So if you have the paid key, make sure you can use your RAI as well as you want. Okay? But
Oh,
uh, the ideal way at present would be to first go through the documentation so you have an idea. You have the understanding of the overall layout, and then you can go for additional information from AI, so your doubts are cleared better. I hope that answers.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Bye, bye, bye.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
You just say.
So thank you, sir, for unraveling the features of the platform and addressing our queries with such clarity and patience. Your expertise has been invaluable. Massive thanks to all the participants for your active engagement. If you wish to revisit, the recording of the session will be made available soon. Trade Pulse kicks off tonight at midnight from 12 a.m. Get ready to dive into action. And mark your calendars for 29th February, where we'll meet again for a detailed session on algo trading strategies. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Best of luck.